So if you want to understand ERP, the first most is you need to remember. I'm just recapping what we have discussed from 2 days. So you are going to join in a software company. That software companies are called Microsoft partner companies. And if you want to understand ERP, you need to imagine like you are running your business. And to run this business, suppose take the example like you are purchasing laptops, you are selling laptops. You are purchasing washing machines, you are selling washing machines. You are purchasing chairs, you are selling chairs. Like that you need to imagine. Okay. And then these companies are called vendor companies or vendor organizations. And from these vendor companies, you are purchasing material. Okay, please mute yourself. If you want to speak, please unmute. Otherwise, please mute yourself. Okay. So these all are called vendor organizations. These all are called customer organizations. All are companies, but the classification is these companies are called partner companies, and these companies called client, and these companies are called suppliers. These companies are called customers. Give me a minute. Okay, so these companies are vendors, these companies are customers. Okay, fine. Now first one is you need to have some domain knowledge. That's what I have discussed a little bit. If you want to understand, the first most important is vendor invoice. Means you are receiving material, we are receiving material from the vendor. That material we need to do invoicing, means how much amount I need to pay to the vendor. That should be recorded in the system, that is vendor invoice. Then after some time I will do the payment, that is vendor payment. So we are receiving material from the vendors. That is, we need to invoice. While doing this one, vendor will be credited. Vendor account will be credited. So how can I remember? Means the golden rules. First one is personal accounts. In the personal accounts, debit the receiver. So debit the receiver, credit the giver. This is the first law, first rule. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Here what it means, this one is receiver. We are sending material, it is receiver. Customer is a receiver. And credit the giver means this vendor is giving material, giver. That's what we need to apply. Credit the giver. Okay. Next one is nominal account. Nominal accounts. And another one, can anyone guide me? Real accounts. Am I right? Real accounts. Yeah. Real accounts. Another one is nominal accounts. So what is this real accounts?
Debit what comes in, credit what goes out.
Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Here nominal accounts, debit the expenses or losses.
Debit the expenses and losses.
Credit
Incomes and gains.
incomes and gains. Okay, I'm accepting like a fish market. You know, like if you go to any fish market, there will be a lot of noises, a lot in the market. Any like any market like vegetable market or fish market, the noise will come a lot. People will speak. I'm expecting like that voice when I'm speaking this debits and credits. Means many people at a time if you are speaking, I'm okay, I'm very happy. So that it will be like if you are speaking, you can recollect and your mind will work a lot. That is the reason whenever you are a child, if your age is 4 years, 3 years, 5 years, 3 4 years, at that time teacher will speak like A for apple, A for apple, B for bat. People teacher will ask to speak. I'm expecting that like that here also. Whenever I'm speaking debit and credit, if so much noise is coming, I'm very happy because your mind will work a lot if you are speaking with uh, if you are speaking with your colleagues or anyone. Okay, fine. Now vendor invoice means the rule we are applying personal. It is the giver. The giver means he is giving the material. He is giving the materials so for that I need to do credit for this vendor account credit, because at the time of invoice means against material we are receiving invoice, because material was given by vendor. For that we need to do invoicing. So the giver, it is credit. This is a rule. I cannot change rules. Best practices, your wish, you can follow or not follow, but rules we need to follow. These are the golden rules. Now expenses are debit. So purchase expenses account data to purchase expenses account data to vendor account credit. As per the rules, the giver is the credit. The giver is the credit and purchase expenses debit. Okay, the purchase expenses account data to vendor account credit. How it was coming? Expenses are debits. Okay, so for mathematics people, simply you can remember like debit means positive, credit means negative. So if I'm receiving invoice from the vendor means this is I need to pay money. That is the reason I'm updating negative. Okay, expenses positive. So the confusion is, if you look at this one chart, debit means positive, credit means negative. So negatives means I need to pay this amounts. But whereas in this one, gains or incomes is negative, expenses is positive. Okay, because this is moving this side to this side. Mirror image. If you look at the mirror, in the mirror, left hand will show like right hand show like left hand. In the same manner, mathematics, x plus y equal to 0, x equal to minus y. Because if it is moving from this side to this side, it will be minus. In the same manner, here, 1 minute. In this one is balance sheet, another one is P&L account. Okay, from last 2 days we are learning. Here debit means positive. Here also debit means positive, but this is in this side we need more positive. but we need more negative this side. So credit should be more in your company. Credit should be. Income is showing, these are incomes. Incomes are showing negative and expenses are showing positive. Whereas here it is income or your assets are positive and liabilities are negative. This amount you need to pay. Here it is quite opposite. In balance sheet side, more positive should be there, then only your company is in a good shape. In P&L side, more negative should be there, then only your company is in a profit. So profit will be represented in negative in P&L side, and whereas profit will be represented here as negative side, credit. Okay, so means here this profit will be moved from this side to this side, then it will become positive amount. So this positive will move from this side to this is negative. So now for vendor invoice, purchase expenses debit, and vendor account credit. In the same manner, customer invoice, if it is a customer invoice, we are giving material to the customer. We are giving material. So it is customer is the receiver. Debit the receiver. So customer account data to revenue account credit. Here the giver, vendor is giving material, so negative. Here customer, we are giving means the receiver, customer is the receiver. Debit the receiver and credit the giver. This rule if you apply, it can be easy to understand. Customer account data to revenue account credit. So let me show you this customer invoice, how to do it. There are two different invoices. Customer invoices can be executed. One is free text invoice. Another one is sales order to invoice. So these debits and credits we are learning from last 2 days. Okay, so I hope it is little bit clear now, majority people. Customer invoice means customer account data to revenue account credit. That means customer account data to revenue account credit. This is sales revenue account, income account credit. Customer account data to revenue account credit. So let me show you this one in the system. So I'm closing this application. If you want to open,
Hi, Satya.
yes, please. Yeah.
Can you explain on free text invoice, Satya?
So we are going to discuss. Yeah, let me show you this one first, and we'll discuss about free text invoice in detail, what it is and what is the purpose of free text invoice and everything. Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
Fine. So let me show you in the system how it is. After that, what is the purpose of this free text invoice and everything we'll discuss. So I'm clicking on IE, Internet Explorer. From the drop down, you need to select the link. In real-time scenario, if you have a client environment, you will have link, username and password. But this is installed in my local system. That is the reason it is not asking me any username and password. But in real-time scenario, if you are working for a client, you will have one username and password with credentials only you can open this application. Any browser, whether it is a IE or Edge or Google Chrome, any browser you can use it. So nowadays Microsoft is not promoting this IE. Instead of this one, they are asking to use Edge, Microsoft Edge or Google Chrome, anyone. Okay, right side corner, you are able to see the companies. So in case if you are opening this application, it is coming DAT company. Suppose the first company is DAT company. Suppose if it is coming